Okay, David Risley here with a blog evaluation for budgettravelerssandbox.com. So this is a blog from Nancy, who is obviously blogging about travel and I guess how to travel on a budget. So it says priceless independent travel on a budget. Okay, so let me. Oh, that's interesting. All right, so first thing, I noticed you're running info links here, and for those not familiar, info links is basically it's a contextual ad service similar to Contera, and I would imagine, Nancy, that you're making a little bit of money with that. However, you need to look into the exemption tags. I don't know how info links works on that, but I know Contera allows you to exempt certain things from being linked. And that should be one of them. Is your blog's byline? You should not have an ad. I mean, it's almost like I'm getting molested by trying to figure out what your blog is about. So I would get rid of that. Find a way to make that go away. The other thing I would do, just from a branding standpoint, is you might want to think about getting a logo rather than just having a plain text name of your site here. The byline is a priceless independent travel on a budget. I think that that's fine. The only thing is I don't like the color of it. You've got this green and very weak font that's sitting on top of this very similarly colored background with the turquoise water, and the byline does not stand out very well at all. So definitely you need to make that probably a little bigger, change the color, maybe drop some shadows behind it, something to really make that thing pop and stand out, because that byline is going to be really important to tell people what this site is about and why they should pay any attention to you. So you tell me that you're getting between 200 and 400 unique hits a day. That's good. You just recently started monetizing, mostly with affiliate links. Not much is happening yet, but you're patient. See, it looks, I mean, it's good that you have affiliate links. However, it looks to me like you got a lot of ads on here, a lot of ads. And I would imagine that they are links to affiliate programs. So just realize that people generally do run blind to banner ads, and so it's not really a good way to promote things as an affiliate. A much better way to promote things as an affiliate is to have content that actually links to these things when it's relevant. And the other thing is to include them in your emails to your list. Now, speaking of that list, I see this right here, which is enter your email address. Bam. You know, it's like really, I mean, you're pretty much doing everything that I've ever said wrong about how to build up a list right there. So Nancy, the big thing you need to do is you need to find something to give away, create something to give away, and give it to them in order to entice them to get on that list. So you're basically telling me to enter my email address, but I have absolutely no idea why. Now, being that I am a blogger and I know what you're doing, and I see that it's from FeedBurner, I'm pretty sure that all you're doing is sending your blog post to them. I really recommend that you stop using FeedBurner for that. I would recommend that you get over to Aweber. Now, I understand that there's a cost associated with Aweber. However, you're going to be building your list correctly that way. You can still do the blog broadcasts and send your latest post to them if you're so inclined, but it also gives you the ability to market things to that list, which you are going to need to have any chance of monetizing this thing. The way that you have it right now with FeedBurner, you basically have zero chance of being able to monetize in the way that I teach, which is product centric, or even quite frankly your affiliate links. You're going to have a much easier time promoting things as an affiliate to your list than you're going to have on the blog. And right now you don't have an easy way to do that because you're on FeedBurner, unfortunately. So definitely check out aweber.com and then combine that with a compelling call to action to make me want to be on your list and actually get something cool. The other thing is these social media buttons here. Now, these buttons you have at the top, these aren't so bad. You just got to take into consideration whether your audience is really going to understand what they are. If not, you might want to, narrow it down to the ones that they're more likely to be using, like Stumble Upon and like especially Google Buzz. I mean, do you really think your target market's going to be using Google Buzz? And I know what that icon means. Most of the world doesn't. But the other thing too is when we scroll down a little bit further, you've really made a big deal of all these social media links. I mean, and it's almost like you think that if you flood me with a bunch of buttons like this, I'm more likely to share your stuff. And the reality is that it's the exact opposite. You don't want to give that many choices. This, I forgot the name of the plugin that does this, but I see it on too many sites, and I hate this plugin. It just takes up so much real estate. People think it's cute, but it's not that cute. And in my opinion, I think it just gets in the way. So I'd recommend that you get rid of that plugin and target the social networks on the ones that people are more likely to use. Facebook and maybe Twitter. Maybe. It depends on your market. But don't give them everything because they don't even know what most of these things are. And the fact that it's also showing like multiple times in the same site is just a humongous waste. All right, so we got find us on Facebook, 44 people, that's fine. Flickr, lots of stuff going on in your sidebar, and also as I scroll down, I'm noticing that it goes way beyond your actual content, which tells me you have too much stuff. These buttons here about these voting things right here are just not necessary at all. I'm a member of the Travel Blog Exchange. I don't think anybody really cares, so you might want to look at getting rid of that. If we scroll up, well, your blog roll is really, really, really long, and you know, you might want to consider, instead of having that in your sidebar, is putting a links page up here if you want. You know, if you really insist on having the blog roll. If it were my blog, I'd just get rid of it altogether. If you're trying to build up traffic to your site, not send them off somewhere else. So don't give them a big, long blog roll with about 30 links in it. Networked blogs, I'd get rid of that too. I have them focus on Facebook. It's a much better use of your time. The blog farm, I don't know what that is, but get rid of it. The books, I'm assuming this is Amazon. Yeah, it is. That might be fine, but the thing is, realize you do have a lot of banner ads here, and the more that you flood it, the less likely it is that anybody's going to click on them. So definitely keep that in mind. I'm not even going to look at your content yet because you've got a lot going on here already, and I don't want to give you too much to do. Oh, by the way, this image, way too big. Way too big. And Mr. Linky's Magical Widgets. What the hell is that? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stop there, Nancy. I think the overall theme here is that you've got a lot of good stuff on the site. I think that it's too busy. I think you're trying to put too many things on there, and I don't think you're thinking from your target audience's perspective on what they need to see in order to funnel them into a goal that you have. So first of all, decide what the goal is going to be. If it's going to be sending them into affiliate links, then you need to put out things that are designed to funnel things into those links. But don't try to treat it like a retail store where you're just basically you're counting on people to make impulse clicks here, because you're giving them, you're just molesting them visually with a bunch of stuff and say, here, click on one of these so I can hopefully get paid. And it's not a good way to monetize a blog. And don't feel bad, Nancy, because a lot of people do that. And you know, people who are watching all my blog evaluations here, they probably realize that one of the big themes that I look at is the goal of the site and how well you're funneling your visitors into that goal. And I find that most bloggers just don't do that one action very well at all. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop here. If you have any questions for me, Nancy, feel free to shoot me an email. Okay, talk to you soon.